All right, we are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers in the final game of a three-game series at Dodger Stadium. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher, back for another night of Orioles baseball. We've got less than 30 games to go in the season. We're wrapping up another tough series after playing Houston for 4. We are wrapping up 3 against the best LA Dodgers. And we got a chance to get a winning record out of these 7 games if we can win tonight. 3-3 through the first 6. We split with Houston and we split the first 2 games here. So hey, anybody can hear me? I hope. Hey there, Giants fan 56. Folks, let me know you can hear me. I'm a little worried. All right, people are starting to trickle in. Listen up, if you're brand new to the channel, maybe you're finding this stream later, or if you're finding it now, welcome. I'm glad you found the channel. I started it up in time for this 2024 season, and I've been doing live play-by-play and commentary for every Orioles game all season long. And it's been quite the adventure, quite the emotional roller coaster. But overall, it's been very fun, very exciting, and it is my pleasure, no matter what time of day, what's going on, when the Orioles are on, it is my pleasure to sit down and call a game for people, give people a chance to follow along. Maybe you don't have a chance to watch this game on TV. Maybe you like to interact with other people in the chat. Whatever the case may be, this is a great place to do it. So if you are new to the channel, think about subscribing and join this community that's got over 2,000 subscribers. We're averaging 3, 4, 5,000 viewers a night. And it's just getting started, folks. So it's very exciting stuff. Let's hit this button one more time. Let's take a look at the matchups, folks. On the mound for the Orioles, Cade Povich, record of 1-6. ERA is over 6, but don't let those numbers fool you. If you haven't seen this guy pitch for the past 2 or 3 outings since his last recall, he's looked a completely different pitcher, one that I think is capable of helping us win a ball game tonight. He's going to have to face a tough lineup, the likes of Shohei, Mookie, Teoscar Hernandez, but we'll see what we can get. All right, let's take a look at the lineups for the Dodgers. Oh, by the way, I forgot. The Dodgers also have a pitcher. His name's Bobby Miller. I think he's on about 44 innings on the season, so he's been sort of a fringe starter, and a lot of injuries to this Dodger rotation. He is currently in the mix. Record of just 1-3, ERA of about 7.5, and he gives up a lot of home run balls. I think 13 home runs given up in those 44 innings. That's about once every 3 innings. I mean, shoot, that's 3 per ball game, 3 per 9. So if we are a home run dependent team, tonight might be a good night to go ahead and flex with Bobby Miller on the mound. Okay, the Dodger lineup looks like this. Shohei Ohtani will lead off in DH. Mookie Betts will play right field and bat second. Teoscar Hernandez moves up to hit third tonight. He'll be in left field. Tommy Edman in the cleanup spot playing center. Miguel Rojas is at short hitting fifth. Kike Hernandez, who hit ninth last night, moves all the way up to the 6th spot here playing first base. Chris Taylor will bat 7th and play third. Gavin Lux, who hit third last night, moves down into the 8th spot. He's at second base. And Austin Barnes, veteran catcher, will be doing the catching tonight, batting 9th for the Dodgers. For Baltimore, let's take a look. Eloy's in the lineup, so that tells me where to start. That would mean Colton Cowser will lead off and play left field. Adley Rutschman is going to catch and bat second. Gunnar Henderson will play short and hit third. Anthony Santander will play right field, and he's in the cleanup spot in the batting order. Ryan O'Hearn will hit fifth and play first base. Jimenez will be your DH, batting 6th. Ced Mullins in center field, batting 7th. Ramon Arias will hit 8th and play third, while Jackson Holliday will round it out, playing second base, hitting 9th. All right, folks, that's it. That's who is in this ball game. We are 5 minutes away from first pitch, I think. Got a little bit of time to hang out. Let's get this game up and running on the screen here. Late night, third and final game out here in LA. These are the latest start times of the season on the schedule. We'll be heading to Colorado after tonight. Those games will be starting at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. So a 90-minute jump on these start times. All right, the ball game is up. All right. How you doing there, Charm City chat? Dream Dancer, Book Doc, Baxter, Animan, Michael. Good to have you guys in here. Let's see what's going on here. By the way, should I say this now or should I wait? Maybe I'll wait till we get the views up a little bit on the night. But your boy, the BirdWatcher, if you want to talk about an injury report, well, I'm on it. Yeah, just sharing with what's going on, folks. It would appear your boy's got a herniated disc, and it came as a result of that trip I took to Cambodia a few days ago. I had to sit in a seat for a long period of time, going out there and coming back, and I felt some discomfort in my lower right back during the trip. After a night's sleep, I got up the next day feeling a little bit better, but still felt some pain there, and that got worse as the day went on. And then yesterday it got worse, and now today it's worse, and it's really bad. I got a herniated disc in my lower right back, and the irony of it all is that apparently I got it because I sat in a chair that was too comfortable for me. Too comfortable. I mean, this seat I was sitting in was like a nice modern luxury car front seat, bucket seat, leather, lumbar support, every contour cradling your body. Well, apparently my body wasn't cut out for this chair. My body's cut out for this chair, apparently. I don't know why. But, yeah, I need to get up and move around from time to time for a while. And I might also have to, depending on how things go, take a painkiller or something. At least during these first few days. Doing a little bit of research, I'm told it's going to take about 4 to 6 weeks. And, yeah, apparently applying on and off hot heat and cold. I got an ice pack, but I don't have a heat like a hot water bottle or anything. So I haven't really applied much heat. But yeah, thank you, Gerald. I'm told that 90% of these herniated disc issues they work themselves out naturally over time, about 4 to 6 weeks. And I hope the way it's feeling right now, it'll just get a little bit better as every day goes on. Maggots might work. Folks, we're about to get started. Colton Cowser in the on-deck circle. Another big crowd on hand tonight at Dodger Stadium. Just 2 right-handers in this Oriole lineup, Jimenez and the hot-hitting Ramon Arias. Everybody else will be hitting from the left side against the righty Bobby Miller. I don't have a microwave, Janet. My best thing to do is probably to just boil some hot water in my teapot and then maybe dip it in the cloth and let it steam away some heat for a little bit and then throw it on there. But yeah, I woke up this morning and I was hoping going to bed last night, like, well, maybe one more night's sleep, I'll wake up and I'll start feeling. It got worse. It got worse this morning. So it's gotten worse before it's gotten better. We'll see how bad it gets. But that is the situation for BW day to day. But I'm not going to miss a ball game. You kidding me? You think I'm going to miss a ball game? Folks, if I got to talk through a voice box, I'm going to do it. Whatever I got to do. All right, folks, we're about to get started. Bobby Miller on the mound. And the first pitch of the ball game to Colton Cowser is in there for a called strike. We are underway in Los Angeles. Cowser hitting .246, 19 homers, 57 driven in, hitting .293 since the All-Star break. And that one's lifted into right field, but it's going to hook foul down in the corner. Cowser jumped on that pitch, but was out in front of it. And the count now is 0-2. Thanks, the man. This pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch-by-pitch tracker on the screen will probably be popping up here momentarily. It usually takes Yahoo a couple of minutes to get going. They're still stuck in the 90s, folks. Here comes the 1-2 to Cowser, and that one's fouled back behind the plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Miller throws hard. That fastball can touch 100 miles an hour. That last pitch was at 99. The 1-2 is laid off. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All right, looks like something's about to pop up here. Two to Cowser. This ball is a breaking ball, check swing, and he went around. Cowser goes down on strikes on a check swing. That ball looked like it caught the bottom of the zone regardless. So Cowser strikes out. He leads the team in strikeouts. 1 away for Adley Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
First pitch to him is over the plate but low for ball 1 at 99 miles an hour. Adley. Oh, Adley. 2 for 9 in the series. Has drawn a walk. Hitting .262 on the season. This pitch is hit on the ground. Second base. That looks like Gavin Lux with it. Over to first in time. 2 down here in the first. Gunnar Henderson, folks.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
All right, folks, here's the first pitch to Gunnar, and it's outside for ball 1 at 97 miles an hour. So fastball, changeup, and curve seem to be the 3 main pitches here for Bobby Miller. That one swung on a missed. That looked like the changeup outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two down, nobody on in the top of the first. Just getting started. Rubber game of a 3-game series between the Dodgers and Orioles. This pitch is low and away to Gunnar. 2-1 the count. Henderson hitting .280 right now. 33 homers, 78 RBI. Two-one pitch is a check swing, but it's a called strike. Knee high on the outside corner. It's a close call. Gunnar didn't like it. 2-2 the count. And this next pitch is Gunnar with a foul tip, and he strikes out on a pitch about half a foot off the plate outside. Bobby Miller sets the Orioles down 1-2-3 with a couple of strikeouts. This guy is an ERA over 7. I don't want to see us making him look good. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Orioles nothing and the Dodgers coming up to bat. All right. A lot of games already out of the way today. We can take a look at that. Again, this pennant race is absolutely insane. Everything is wide open. If you got a winning record, you're in it, or you got a shot. The Angels shut out the Tigers earlier today, 3-0. Brewers with a 6-0 shutout of the Giants. The Rangers squeaked past those White Sox, who are now up to, I believe, 104 losses on the season. Unbelievable. 2-1 Rangers. Cardinals with a 4-1 win over the Padres. Guess where the Cardinals are going next, folks? They just beat the Padres, who've been one of the better teams in the past month or so, although I think in the past week or so they've cooled off. Either way, Cardinals get the win, and now they're going to head, I believe, to the Bronx this weekend to play the Yankees. So we'll be playing the Rockies, who, by the way, lost to the Marlins today, 12-8. The Cardinals, who are always a competitive club, they swept us earlier in the season. Let's hope they return the favor to the Yankees. The Mets, they had to win today, and they did. 3-2 over the Diamondbacks. Reds with a 10-9 win over the A's. The Phillies squeak one out over the Braves. That was a big game right there, 5-4. Blue Jays shut out the Astros 2-0. Okay, Shohei Ohtani is at the plate, folks. Cade Povich is on the mound, and the first pitch is low for ball one. Also going on right now, Royals up 3-2 on the Astros, and that's it. The 1-0 to Ohtani is on the outside corner. Changeup for strike one. They're calling that a slider? Okay. Didn't look like it moved a whole lot. 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball, bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ohtani hitting .295, 42 homers, 95 driven in. His OPS is 0.001% below 1,000, 999. He is all that in a bag of chips. The 1-2 is lifted in the air to center field. Mullins going back on the track, and he makes the catch over his head. Said Mullins. He runs down a deep fly ball from Shohei for the first out here. Cade Povich keeping Shohei in the park. Folks, that's how you get Ohtani out. You need to play deep and have some guys that can cover some ground. Here's Mookie Betts. He's only played in 87 of the 130 some odd games for the Dodgers. And he takes up and away for ball one. Oh, maybe not away, but definitely up. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first. Povich to Betts. There's a curveball. Clips the outside corner, belt high for strike one. It's always nice to see that that curveball from Povich going where it was intended. Now here's a fastball fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 is low and in. Betts goes to his knees to get out of the way. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right, folks, 2-2 pitch coming here to Betts. And that is a breaking ball low and in. Betts did not offer at it at all. The count has gone full. .299 average, 13 homers, 52 driven in. Again, he's missed about 45, 50 games on the season. Or is it 35 to 40? Something like that. About a quarter of the season, I guess. Pitch, that is hit in the air and going to get down in center field for a single. Betts lines one into center. A 1 out base hit. And now Povich needs to get to work. He'll be pitching from the stretch here. And who we got coming up? Again, this lineup moving around. Teoscar Hernandez is going to come up. He hit the big 3-run homer for the Dodgers last night. After Corbin Burnes got a little bit too obsessed with the curveball. He threw one too many. And Teoscar smashed it for a 3-run homer. First pitch to him here is off the plate outside for ball 1. Yeah, Ohtani hit a home run last night, Robert. First at bat, solo shot off of Burnes. This pitch is off the plate outside. There's a replay of that home run last night. No need for me to look at it again. Check on the runner, Betts, who's back in standing. 1 out. Betts is at first. And Teoscar Hernandez with a 2-0 count. Looks like a hazy evening in Los Angeles. There's a called strike. Fastball right in there. 2 balls and 1 strike. No problem, Robert. De nada. Or as they say here in Thailand, mai pen lai. Curveball reached for, hit on the ground softly. Holiday's going to have to hurry. Gets it to first in time. And Hernandez is retired. Mookie moves on up to second base. So 2 down. The Dodgers now with a runner in scoring position. But we've gotten through the toughest bats of this lineup. These first 4 batters. Things start to get a little bit easier here. No automatic outs, but now we go to Tommy Edman, who's hitting in the cleanup spot tonight. He is not a traditional cleanup type hitter. More of a contact hitter than a power bat. Switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Povich. And he looks at a curveball low for ball 1. Yeah, Freddie Freeman is he's got a knock. He's not on the DL, but he's day-to-day, and he has not made the lineup at all in this series. This pitch is off the plate, 2-0. Edman has smashed lefties in only 9 at-bats, though. 4 for 9 against lefties so far in the season. And that one is a tapper, a roller, and Rutschman is not going to have a play. Adley, very wisely, does not try to throw the runner out. This ball was a swinging bunt. Perfect. You can't roll it down the third base line any better. So bad luck here from Povich. He got Edman to reach for a pitch outside. He was only able to get a little piece of it, but unfortunately, works out to be an infield single. It'll keep the inning going. First and third, 2 down. And that'll bring up who's coming up here. This is Miguel Rojas, hitting .286, 82 games played this season, 4 homers, 29 driven in. He had a sac fly RBI in last night's ball game. First pitch is a curveball, popped up. Rutschman with the mask off, takes a look, but it's out of play. Right behind the plate by half a dozen rows or so. 0-1 the count. Yep. I tell you what, everything adds up to there being something wrong with Adley. Whether if it's mental or if it's physical, something's going on with him this season. There's got to be a reason why he can't hit when he's catching, but he can when he's DHing. There's got to be a reason he's not framing pitches as well as he used to. There's got to be a reason why he's not throwing runners out at second like he used to. There's got to be a reason why he's uppercut swinging all the time. I don't know what's going on with Adley, but apparently he's trying to play through something. This pitch is fouled back, and the count is 1-2. Oh, that's the puffy shirt. That's exactly. I forgot. All this analysis, it's meaningless. It comes down to the wardrobe. Here's a check on the runner at first, and Edman is back in there standing. First and third, 2 down. We're in the bottom of the first. 20 pitches now from Povich. Let's hurry up and end this inning quick. The 1-2 to Rojas. That is line foul off to the right. A fastball, Rojas behind. Gets a piece of it to stay alive. All right, folks, another 1-2 pitch coming from Povich, and that one was wild. A fastball. Rutschman had to pop up to catch it, and on the play, on the pitch, I guess, Edman steals second base without a throw. So once again, the opponents are running on us with a whole lot of success. This pitch is hit on the ground, right to Gunnar Henderson. Come on, buddy. Nice, easy throw. He's got it over there. In time, inning over. The Orioles, Cade Povich walks a tightrope, gets out of the first without giving up a run. He pitched. He pitched his way out of it. He faced Ohtani. He faced Betts. He faced Teoscar. Yes, 2 men on, both in scoring position, but they're stranded, which means the Dodgers are frustrated. Let's go to the second inning, folks. No score. What's going on down at the nightclub tonight?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, Colin. I don't know. It's just, it's difficult because you want Adley to be a great defensive catcher. It's such a huge asset to have a guy that can hit and play the catching position, you know, above average, if not like near Gold Glove caliber. But something has drastically fallen off since last season. And the stats don't lie. I don't have them in front of me, but you can look it up. You can compare Rutschman against every other catcher in the league in several different categories when it comes to fielding, and he's just not as good at fielding as he was last year. So that's completely separate from his problems at the plate, you would think, which makes me think that something mental is going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Adley. He's a leader. He's a leader. But the numbers aren't showing leadership numbers right now. A back problem. Well, again, I got a connection with this team. I got a back problem now, too. Here's Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
He takes a first pitch fastball for a called strike. Tony hitting .234, 38 homers, 86 driven in. 0-1 pitch is low. Just a touch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Upstairs. Letter high. 2-1 the count. Oh, my antivirus protection has expired, has it? Yeah, I think it's some kind of just nagging injury. I do. Yeah, Basayo, we'll see. I think next year we'll see him in some form or fashion. Maybe not right out of spring training, but I would expect next year would be a season similar for a guy like, I don't know, Kobe Mayo, where he gets a chance at some point, maybe around the All-Star break or so. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see what happens. McCann, I think, is in his final year of his contract, right? This pitch is fouled away. Anybody know about that for a fact? Is James McCann under contract for next season? If not, we need a backup somewhere. Hell, maybe Basayo can start, Adley can be the backup, and then DH most days. Tony gets into one, right center field, Edman's going to track it down, though, right where the grass meets the track in right center field. Santander hit it on the line, but the outfield playing appropriately deep. So Edman didn't have to cover too much ground to get this ball. It's going to be out number 1 here for the Orioles. Here's Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball low for ball 1. Man, the Orioles, come on. Let's not have another one of these one hit through the first 5 inning nights, please. This pitch is off the plate outside. 2-0 the count. Again, Bobby Miller, the Dodger pitcher, with an inflated ERA coming into today's ball game. He's only pitched about 45 innings on the season as this ball's fouled away. But his ERA, as you can see, well over 7. So I don't want any of this we ain't hitting tonight stuff going on. All right, Robert. Dream of an Orioles win. The pitch swung on and missed by O'Hearn. The count even up at 2-2. Looked like O'Hearn was out in front of a changeup there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, no score, top of the second. Next pitch from Miller is lifted in the air to right field. If it's fair, it's trouble. It's down the corner. This ball is foul, I think. If only just. Oh, no. Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, doctor. A split second. If you wait, it's out of there. Ryan O'Hearn just misses a home run. Hard to tell the man without anything to sort of gauge it. But yeah, I would say no more than a foot and a half from the foul pole. Ryan O'Hearn now takes a pitch in the dirt. The catcher loses it, but there's nobody on base. No harm, no foul. Full count now on Ryan O'Hearn. Come on, buddy. You know what, the man? Probably 6 inches. Probably. I'd say probably. Payoff pitch. And, wow, O'Hearn went after ball 4. 100 miles an hour. 4 or 5 inches below the zone, but he got a piece of it to stay alive anyway. Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, backhanded at first, a flip to the pitcher, and Miller beats O'Hearn to the bag, 2 down. The first 5 Orioles of the ball game have been retired. Kike Hernandez, the first baseman, backhands it, starts to run toward first, then flips to Miller covering, getting O'Hearn by a full step. Offense. Hello. All right, what do we got up next? Eloy? I'm going to guess Eloy. Feels like it's his turn. And they're going to take a look at Bobby Miller here. The training staff is out here on the mound. Not sure what happened there. Miller covering the bag. Maybe his foot landed awkwardly covering the bag. That's a typical issue sometimes for pitchers. They're showing us a replay right now. He receives the ball, hits the bag, and nothing I see. You can see him start to pull up, so might have stretched something, might have pulled something. Looks like he's going to... Is this a warm-up pitch, or is he back ready to go? I think he's back ready to go. All right, here we go. Eloy Jimenez. First pitch, 98-mile-an-hour heater inside for ball 1. Since joining the Orioles, Jimenez batting .295, Six homers. I'm waiting for the first. 6 RBI. There's a swing and a miss on that low and away pitch that he cannot lay off. Man, oh Shevitz. How do we keep this a secret? How do we keep this a secret that Jimenez cannot lay off a pitch like that? He lines this one, caught by the third baseman, just stabbed out of the air for the final out. Who was that masked man? Boy, the Orioles can't buy a hit. Jimenez hit that ball hard. By the time they cut to the camera angle to show you the field, it was already in the glove of the third baseman. And he had to stab it out of the air. That ball looked like it was going in the left field for our first hit of the game. Instead, it's been 6 up, 6 down for the Orioles offense. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Oh, boy, I tell you what, we're going to have to score a lot of runs in Colorado. I'm told that you're supposed to score runs there. This might be more of a pitcher's park, but we're going to a hitter's park for the next 3 games. Folks, I'm kind of scared. I got to be honest after tonight. I feel, for some reason, more scared about the next 2 series against 2 of the worst teams in baseball, the Rockies and the White Sox, than I am against 2 of the better teams, the Astros and the Dodgers. Why? Because we got to take care of business. We need to take at least 2 out of 3 from both of those games and win 4 out of 6. And honestly, I feel like we should be winning 5 out of 6 in these next coming games. But if we can't win at least 4, if we wind up with just a 3-3 split, or God forbid worse, that would be no bueno. So we got to take care of business. There are no automatic wins. I know, Dale. Well, we did handle the White Sox in the reverse split of the series in Chicago. We took a sweep there. But the Rockies, you never know, especially out in that stadium and that altitude. Balls are flying. Here is Kike Hernandez, and he's going to take a called strike by Cade Povich to lead off the bottom of the second. Hernandez hitting .218 on the season, 9 homers, 33 driven in. This pitch is swung on a miss, a curveball low. Povich gets Hernandez to chase, and the count is 0-2. I think we're about to go on a streak, too. I do. I'm still, there's a little bit of that, like, we got to take care of business. This pitch is another curveball. What was that? Off the plate, low and away for ball 1. 1-2 the count. That was a slider, pardon me. The 1-2, there's a curveball. Hit on the ground, third base side, but it's foul. Arias fields it and tosses it away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kike Hernandez. Be sure you pronounce it Kike, folks. Don't, it's not a 1-syllable name. That would be bad. Here's a curveball lined past the third baseman Urias down into the left field corner, and Hernandez is going to have himself a leadoff double. Folks, oh, that is exactly what Eloy Jimenez did. He hit a ball on a similar trajectory, same spot, but Urias unable to, just a little bit higher, out of Urias' reach. A couple of feet out of his reach. Hot damn, the Dodgers have the go-ahead run at second base, nobody out. Chris Taylor at the plate. It is his 34th birthday today, and he's got some bad numbers. 161 average on the season. Takes one in the dirt for ball 1. This is a guy you need to get out. Don't try to nibble too much. 1-0 the count. There's a fastball foul back, 1-1. We are in the bottom of the second in the final game of a 3-game series, tied at a game apiece between the Orioles and the Dodgers. No score. LA with a runner at second base, nobody out. A 1-1 pitch to Taylor is a curveball that stays off the plate outside, and the count now 2-1. We got time left, folks. We got time left for some guys to get into a groove. And maybe this next week coming up will be the recipe for it, the medicine we need. We'll be facing some pretty bad pitching over the next week. The 3-1 pitch to Taylor is swung on and missed. He chased one off the plate outside. That would have been ball 4. Instead, the count goes full. Taylor asks for time. Nothing but veterans on this LA team. Well, we're going to have to, Dan. They're our boys. This one's lined in left field and down for a base hit. Cowser will field. Hernandez will score. And the Dodgers have taken a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by the 161 hitting Chris Taylor. Well, that average has gone up. Taylor got one right out over the plate and pulled it in the left. Fastball only at 91 miles an hour. If you're sitting on a fastball, 91's not too difficult to deal with, even with 2 strikes. All right, Taylor at first, still nobody out. The Dodgers have taken a 1-0 lead, and up to the plate now Gavin Lux, and he takes ball 1. Lux hitting .246, 10 homers, 45 driven in, only 3 for 22 on this homestand. This pitch is in the dirt, and now it's 2-0. Povich needs to settle down here. Managed to get out of the trouble with the top half of the order, but has gotten into some trouble here with the bottom half with a run already in. Another run on base, nobody out. The number 8 hitter Lux is up. Otani's just 2 batters away. There's a called strike, bottom of the zone. 2-1 the count now. Slim from the stretch, and the pitch is a fastball that's above the zone, taken for ball 3. Ow. I got to get up. And this one is hit backhanded by Gunnar, who goes to the bag for 1, and that's all he'll get. Gunnar Henderson was shaded toward the second base bag. That ball was hit toward regular shortstop. Gunnar had to go to his right. He'll get the force, but that's it. 1 out in the inning on a fielder's choice. Hold on a second, folks. I've got some tangled wires here. Here is, who's up? I got to get up and move around. I'm sorry. Somebody's up with a 0-1 count. Runner at first, 1 out. Give me a sec. Here's a curveball. Catches the top of the zone on the outside corner for strike 2. It's Austin Hedges, the number 9 hitter at the plate. I believe. I'm way over here on my bed right now, trying to get comfortable. This pitch is swung on and missed. Foul tip, apparently. And that is a strikeout. First strikeout of the ball game for Povich. Out number 2 in the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And we got Shohei Ohtani up now with 2 down and a runner at first. Here we go. Look out. First pitch is hit in the air, left side. Long run for everybody. And it's going to be out of reach. Looks like it hit off the screen down the left field line. Everybody is playing Ohtani to pull, so long run for the third baseman and left fielder there. Hey folks, look at me. I'm calling the game and I'm not even here. Magic, everybody. It's the magic. Hey, how you doing? I'll lean over and say hi. How you doing? Oh, my goodness. The 0-1 to Ohtani is there. A called strike 2, 91 mile an hour fastball. Middle of the plate, lower part of the zone. And Ohtani took it for strike 2. Here's a check on the runner at first. He's back safe. Ohtani's his shoes has his dog on the shoe. Another check on the runner. And Lux is back. Speaking of back pain sucks. The 0-2 pitch to Shohei. From Povich, here it comes. And that is called strike 3. Shohei has struck out twice against Cade Povich. Get you some Cade. Inning over, the Dodgers do get a run on the board, but they've had 4 hits through the first 2 innings and have only gotten that 1 run.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
We go to the 3rd inning, 1-0 Los Angeles. Ah, boy. I'm calling games from bed. That's right. Welcome to the OnlyFans version of my channel. It's part play-by-play, part tease you from my bed. Folks, my threshold for pain is pretty darn high. I've had to deal with a couple of other issues. But this one sucks. Because normally, when you get something, you get a pinched nerve or something, you a muscle gets all out of whack. You figure out like how to sit, how to move, your muscle memory just figures it out after a couple of hours or so, right? You're like, all right, I know not to turn this way. I know how to stand up without it hurting. You figure it out. But with this, I can't get around it. Sid Mullins is at the plate.
Well said, now you know what to do.
And after a 1-0 pitch, there's a curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's no position where this isn't bothering me. So it's kind of hard to get off of my mind. Here's a bunt attempt popped up and out of reach of the third baseman and the catcher in foul ground. Mullins tends to show bunt once in an at-bat, at least about maybe once or twice a game. Doesn't often actually get it down, though. Once in a while he does. The 1-2 is a curveball hit on the ground, foul ball. First base side. Yeah, when George had the fat wallet and it threw off his balance or whatever. Yeah, I know. I can't believe I jacked up my back because I sat in a chair that was too comfortable. This one's in the dirt. 2-2 the count to Mullins here, leading off in the top of the third. This pitch is up and away, full count. Let's go. We need a base runner. Payoff pitch to Cade is off the plate outside. Ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
The leadoff man is on, and he's got some speed. We need him maybe to get in a scoring position here. Bottom of the order coming up. He represents the tying run. Let's play some small ball. Although Ramon Arias, who's at the plate right now, has been anything but small lately.
I have a brother.
First pitch is spiked in the dirt. There goes Mullins, and he will swipe the bag. Take that bag set on one pitch.
Meep, meep.
That's what I'm talking about. Waste no time.
Meep, meep.
Cedric Mullins. Oh, man, what a beautiful run that was. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Meep, meep.
1-0 the count on Ramon. Get him over to the third. Breaking ball taken inside, 2-0. Things are getting interesting. 2-0 count, runner at second, nobody out. The pitch, lifted foul. Ramon got a 2-0 fastball, but was still late on it. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 to Ramon Arias is a fastball fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Miller is on 42 pitches with nobody out in the third. Arias with a 2-2 count. Mullins at second base as the tying run. 1-0 Dodgers, top of the third. Miller from the stretch. And the 2-2 is a curveball hit on the ground to short. That's going to hold the runner at second, and Arias grounds out a non-productive out here. And that does not make your boy happy. Get him on, get him over, and get him in. We're not very good at the get him over part. 1 out in the inning. Jackson Holliday, folks. Holliday has just 2 hits in his last 30 at-bats. He takes off the plate outside for ball 1. Come on, Jackson. You are due. Want to know the count. Next pitch is check swing, and it's a called strike. Bottom of the zone. 1-1 the count. Pitch. That one's taken for a called strike. Knee high on the inside corner. And the count is 1-2. We need Jackson to make some contact. You can't score a run by making no contact. You got a chance if you make contact. Doesn't have to be hit 100 plus miles an hour. Just has to be put in place somewhere. You might have a chance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Miller is swung on and missed on a pitch nearly in the dirt. And Jackson strikes out. Back to the top of the order for Colton Cowser. Two-out magic, folks. We need it. First pitch to Cowser is low for ball 1. Colton struck out his first time up. Mullins is at second base. He was there with nobody out. He's still there with 2 down. A 1-0 pitch from Miller is a breaking ball swung on and missed. Count even a 1-1. The over 7 ERA Bobby Miller. The Orioles are still looking for their first hit. The pitch, low and in. Cowser has to dance out of the way, and the count is 2-1. "50 pitches now for Bobby Miller. The 2-1 to Cowser. Here it is. That's in the dirt. 3-1. Come on now. We've got a hitter's count. We've got a 2-out RBI spot. It's time to get clutch. 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball off the outside for ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
First and second now with 2 down. And that will draw a visit from the pitching coach for the Dodgers. Adley Rutschman is due up. Adley, we need you, man. Please. This is the spot, buddy. I mean, I feel like the last 30, 40 times you've been in a spot like this, you've come through only like 3 or 4 times, man. We need you to come through in this spot with a little more frequency. We need you to get a hit right here. Doesn't have to be a homer, the man. Doesn't have to be. That'd be nice. But I feel like Adley trying to hit home runs is a part of the problem. I'll take a shot in the gap. Oh for 1 tonight with a ground out. Meeting on the mound over. Here we go. First pitch. And it's a curveball in there for a strike. Not a good first pitch to go after unless you're looking for it. And even if you were, that was on the outside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. Fastball swung on, hit in the air to right, but it's not going to do it. It's a can of corn for Mookie Betts as Rutschman flies out into the sky. It went beyond the infield. It's another Adley uppercut swing. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Orioles are hitless. 1-0 Dodgers. I'm going to get up and walk around again. Jeez. Yeah, that's what you need to hear. You need to hear grunts. Hey, a little ASMR for everybody. A little BW grunt action. God. Oh, it's bad, folks. I mean, I really messed this thing up. It's shooting all the way down my right leg into my foot. Like I can sit here and flex my foot and my toes, and I feel it in my back. That's not good. What the hell happened here? Somebody needs to crack something. I don't know. I'll put it up here for a minute. Ugh. Just try to stretch that leg out a little bit. Ugh. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to get a cramp. I'm cramping up. Ah. I'll tell you what. Getting old sucks. Every damn year goes by, there's another problem. Just keeps adding up. Okay, Dale, if you insist. Here we go. We are in the bottom of the third. Mookie Betts at the plate. And the first pitch is inside for ball one. I tell you what. Hit on the ground, foul, third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. I reckon I'll eat some of them French fried potatoes after the ball game. Mm-hmm. You ought not to sit like that. You're just a boy. Mm-hmm. Here's the 1-1 count. That's a called strike, top of the zone. Folks, if my back gets any worse, you may want to call an ambulance or a hearse. This ball's popped up to center field. Mullins is waiting on it. He makes the catch. 1 down in the third. Betts flies out to center. Mm-hmm. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez. Right-handed hitter. He uses a wooden bat. Some people like an aluminum bat. I like a wooden bat. First pitch is a curveball, fouled at the plate. Mm-hmm. Just do Sling Blade play-by-play forever. Oh, God. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on, and my back stinks. This sucks. I mean, I can't get comfortable, man. And the problem is they tell you, well, you can't sit there and just lay down because you got to move around. But then they tell you, well, you can't really move around because then it hurts. I'm like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? This pitch is fouled away. 0-2 the count. So apparently I'm supposed to move around, but only a very little bit. Not sure how that works. Dad, wasn't it actually his dad's bar? The house is just a few blocks away, but it was the bar that his dad ran, a little hole in the wall. That's what's now in right center field in Camden Yards. This pitch is off the plate to Teoscar. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Doug, probably massage is my best bet because out here in Thailand, it's a big thing and it's very affordable. This pitch is hit on the ground to third base. Ramon Arias charges, throws to first, and that's going to be safe for Teoscar. Not sure if safe because he beat it out or safe because O'Hearn had to come off the bag to get this baseball. It's a soft roller on the infield. And, yeah, Teoscar had beaten it out all the way. O'Hearn had to come off the bag. But Hernandez is safe regardless. Stack some pillows and kneel. The man, that sounds like something from my OnlyFans page. Tommy Edman at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch is called strike on the outside edge. with the fastball. You want me to get some pillows and get on my knees? I mean, I don't know if I have a membership level for that kind of thing. This pitch is up and away, a curveball that just stays out there. The old school Povich curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Edman, who's 1 for 1 with a single. He's also stolen a base. That one is fouled behind the plate. And the count now 1-2. 1-0 Dodgers, bottom of the third, 1 out, runner at first. Povich is on 56 pitches. He's given up 5 hits. You'd have to say we're fortunate to only be down a run when you look at the hit column. 5-0. The 1-2 to Edman is popped up behind the plate and out of play. Still 1-2. Hey, JJ, what's shaking, my man? We are out here in LA, my friend. Late night baseball. Final game, rubber game of this 3-game series. The Dodgers up 1-0. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt to Edman, and the count now 2-2. Folks, if you haven't already, please check out Play by Play with JJ's channel. JJ, as is always the case, you're more than welcome to drop in the link to your channel. 2-2 pitch. That's a line drive base hit in the left field. Hard hit ball there by Edman. 2 on now with only 1 out. That is the 6th hit given up here. And we're still in the 3rd inning, but Povich, again, just the 1 run. He has not given up that big back-breaking hit yet, but we're in danger right here. Again, 2 on with 1 out. And Miguel Rojas will step up to the plate. Right back at you, JJ. Rojas grounded out his first time up, and he gets a first pitch curveball, jumps on it, but he's out in front of it, fouls it down the left field corner. No balls and 1 strike. You sure we can make JJ a Hun? JJ, you can be a Hun, can't you, Hun? Don't let his fans know, though. That might be detrimental for JJ. We'll keep it on the down low, JJ. Honorary Hun. The 0-1 pitch to Rojas is up and away for ball 1. Fastball from Povich. Good evening, all. I'm turning the TV off and listening old school. That's the best way to do it, Kevin. This pitch should have been called a strike, I feel, on the outside edge. But Povich does not get the call. It's 2-1 now. On Miguel Rojas. 1st and 2nd, 1 away. The pitch. That's popped up. Just onto the outfield grass is the second baseman Holiday to make the catch. 2 down. Runners at 1st and 2nd stay put. So Povich 1 out away from working out of trouble again. Again, 6 hits already, not through 3 innings, but just the 1 run. We have yet to get a hit. I tell you what, if we come back and win this game, the Dodgers are going to rue some wasted opportunities in the early innings here to build on this lead. This is a first pitch strike to Kike Hernandez, who has scored the only run of the game so far. He doubled his first time up in the last inning. Leading off, came in to score. 0-1 count on him here. And the next pitch is swung on and missed at a fastball that had a lot of the plate Only 91 miles an hour, but Hernandez couldn't touch it. 0-2. One more pitch to get out of this. 65 pitches already, so Povich averaging about 22 per inning. He's not going to go very far tonight on that kind of a pace. Brandon Hyde pops a handful of sunflower seeds. Here comes the 0-2. Upstairs, ball one. Once again, folks, the Orioles after this game will catch a quick flight up into the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, as this pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rutschman able to keep the ball close enough to him to keep the runners where they are at first and second. So starting tomorrow night, we play the Rockies, a 3-game set, and then we head on back home for a homestand that begins with the incredibly bad Chicago White Sox. 2-2 pitch coming to Kike Hernandez, and it's fouled straight back. Made the guy sitting in the first row behind home plate flinch on a ball right back to the screen. There's a shot of Jim Palmer in the Oriole broadcast booth being shown by the LA broadcast team. Of course, Jim Palmer has got some memories with Dodger Stadium going back about 58 years, I'd say. This pitch is low, and the count has gone full. 58 Octobers ago, Jim Palmer, at that time, just a kid, part of the Orioles pitching staff that knocked off the likes of Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale on the way to their first World Series title in 1966. Hernandez fouls this 3-2 pitch back and will do it again. Both runners will be off with the pitch with 2 down and a full count. You're lying to me, JJ. 17 people in attendance? I wish I was there. Payoff pitch. Check swing foul by Hernandez, and we'll do it again. Povich over 70 pitches here in the third. We're going to have to get some bullpen help tonight. I hear you, buddy. I think I saw a photo that looked like about 17 people. I mean, just an empty stadium with just a couple of Where's Waldos peppered around the lower bowl. This pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. Hot damn. Kike Hernandez is going to personally knock Cade Povich out of this game. He's about to see his 10th pitch. 2 down, first and second. Full count for the Dodgers. Povich from the stretch. Another payoff. That is called strike 3. Bottom of the zone. Povich hangs in there and strikes him out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Now that was gritty. That was gritty. Gritty and gutty. Gritty and gutty. You know what? I'm in the mood right now. Let's rock. Let's get some hits. Enough of this crap. I've seen enough. Povich has somehow only given up 1 run. So let's take advantage of the opportunity, damn it. Walk around. All right, I will. It's a good idea. Take a walk. Take a walk with me, folks. Ow. Oh. Ah. E. Ah. Ah. Oh. What? What'd I do? Oh, what's this over here? What is this? Hello. Oh, aren't you cute? Oh, all right. Well, I mean, when in Rome. Let's rock. First pitch to Gunnar Henderson is off the plate for ball one.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Where's the sub screen? I should bring that up. Here's the next pitch. That is hit on the ground right to the first baseman Hernandez. He'll take it to the bag unassisted for the first out here in the fourth. Man. Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
I mean, people. What are we doing here, huh? What are we doing here? First pitch to Tony is ball one. All right. And the next pitch is low for ball two. 2-0 on Tony. There it is. Come on back here now. Get on up in there. This pitch is low and in again. Folks, whoever the next subscriber is gets to have the sub number of the current year we're living in right now. 3-0 count on Tony. You want number 2024, which could be the Orioles World Series number? Grab it now. This pitch is lined. Base hit into right field. The Orioles have their first hit of the ball game. Folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Get on base. The sub screen is up, the hat is on, and just like that, the Orioles have their first hit of the game. You tell me this shit don't work. Oops. Folks, sub it up. Grab 2024. You're going to want it. Here's Ryan O'Hearn, and he lifts a foul ball behind the plate for strike one.
Lights on. It's turn and burn.
One out, runner at first. 1-0 Dodgers. The Orioles have their first hit of the night from Anthony Santander. The 0-1 to Ryan O'Hearn from Miller is up and away for ball one. Come on, folks. Hip hop hooray! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! We got a 1-1 count. The pitch. Curveball catches the top of the zone on the inside corner. O'Hearn had given up on it, and I would have too. That is strike two. Folks, we are in the top of the fourth. The Dodgers have a 1-0 lead. But that run scratched out over 6 hits through 3 innings. The Orioles just got their first hit and could tie the ball game with a big swing. And a ground ball to first. They go to second for one. Back to first. It's a 3-6-3 double play.
Big buck, stop it all.
Inning over. Ouch. Yeah, we're going to go now. Shoot. Tell you what. Is this thing messing with me or what? There we go. We're going to go now to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Dodgers. The hat. Hang in there. Long way to go. I know. Total buzzkill. We finally get a hit, and then the next guy hits into a double play. I mean, come on. Give me something here. I was hanging out with my friend Thomas Fitzpatrick, who was calling the Red Sox game earlier tonight, and his team had like 2 hits all night long. At least that second hit wasn't until about the 8th inning. So it's been several hours this morning watching very little offense. Yep, good night from the pen. This could be Povich's final inning, even if he looks good, because that count's getting up there. I tell you this: he's definitely in there to face Ohtani, who's due up 4th. So if he can get through here 1, 2, 3, leave him out there for Ohtani in the next inning, and then I guess after that, as soon as he gets in any kind of trouble, you lift him. But I don't think he's going to complete 5 innings. I think that's going to be tough. Chris Taylor at the plate. We're about to get started here, bottom of the 4th. And the first pitch is swung on. Well, if you're going to go after the first pitch, however, it's going to result in a hit as he is going to bloop one into right field. Chris Taylor came into the day hitting 161. Well, he's 2 for 2 in the first 4 innings of this game. Leadoff man on for the Dodgers on 1 pitch. Here is Gavin Lux. And the first pitch to him, Adley popped up as if the runner had taken off, but Taylor, I guess, had only faked a run to second. He's still at first base. Want to know the count here on Gavin Lux, who's 0 for 1. And this next pitch is hit into left. This could be trouble down into the corner, and that is fair or foul. If it's fair, it's a ground rule double, and apparently it is. A line drive down into the left field corner with a wall that's only about 3 feet high. It takes a bounce just inside the foul line and over the wall. That's a fair ball. Cowser nearly got to it. He took a sliding attempt to try and grab it, but it's going to be second and third now with nobody out for the Dodgers. Austin Barnes, the number 9 hitter, up with Shohei Ohtani looming on deck. First pitch to Barnes is a curveball way up and away. The kind of Povich curveball that we were pretty frustrated at seeing his first call up. The infield is drawn in here. The pitch, another curve. This one hit on the ground over the... Oh, my God. It bounced over Arias. Runner at third will go home, and they're going to turn it into a double. My goodness. Folks, this would have been a double play ball if the infield is playing normal. But it takes a perfect bounce on the infield over the head of Arias down the left field line. So it just made everything worse. The runner at third comes in easily. The runner from second comes in. And hustling all the way into second base is Austin Barnes, the number 9 hitter. It is now 3-0 Dodgers, nobody out, and Shohei Ohtani due up now. That was a backbreaker, folks. No pun intended. The Dodgers were waiting for that big hit to break through, and they finally get it from the number 9 hitter, and now they got Shohei Ohtani up. And the first pitch to him is low for ball 1. I've yet to see any activity in the Orioles bullpen. This will be the 80th pitch here from Cade Povich. And that one's lifted in the air to left center. Stays in the park. Mullins has got it and will make the catch. And will hold Austin Barnes, who's not a fast runner, to second base. So Mullins, not a strong arm, but Barnes, not a fast runner. And that ball was shallow enough to hold that runner at second. One away, and we now have activity in the pen. It's Birch Smith, the righty, getting loose. Mookie Betts is up now with one away. First pitch to Betts, curveball left out off the plate outside for ball one. 2 runs in here for the Dodgers on a 2-run chopper by Austin Barnes. It was a chopper for a double. Here's a base hit into right center, and that's going to score another run. Austin Barnes will round third and will make it home without a throw. It is now 4-0 Dodgers. Where's the relief? 9 hits now from Povich. With only 1 out here in the 4th, I have seen enough. And Kevin is going to go ahead and give up. All right, buddy. And just like that, it's apparently too late. It's funny how time has suddenly become a factor right after we go down a few runs. Gee, look at the time. Oh, my boy, is this... Do I need to tune? Do I need to set this? Would you look at that? Boy. Back to AAA for who, Chilo? Trevor Rogers? I'd rather see Povich try to find it rather than watch Rogers do what he does every time he pitches, which is be at best mediocre. At least Povich can go out there and maybe give you a shot at a good outing. We don't have anybody else, Chilo. This pitch is up and away. Thanks, Janet. I want to know the count on Teoscar Hernandez. I mean, this is what you're going to have to decide. And, folks, you let me know, because right now, because of Povich's start here, and because Cole Irvin gutted out a decent start in game 1 that we won, Zach Eflin is scheduled to return to the rotation as soon as this weekend. And for my money, you've got 2 guys up to be on the chopping block to make way for Eflin in the rotation. And that would be the 2 lefties, Cole Irvin and Cade Povich. Which one do you want to keep in the rotation, folks? It's time to make that decision because it's coming up. It's now 3-0 on Teoscar Hernandez. And can we at least get a mound meeting here or something? Because Povich is just, there's nothing left in the tank. He gets a call in the outside corner here, 3-1. Nobody seems to have an opinion. Who do you want, folks? I mean, it's a very solid question to ask. It's going to be the decision the Orioles are going to have to make in a few days. Zach Eflin returns. Who do you want to drop out of the rotation? Brandon Hyde's going to come out now and take Povich out of the ballgame after he issues a free pass to Teoscar Hernandez. I mean, you guys want me to make a poll out of this? Talk to me, people. So now people want Irvin. So isn't that something? Isn't that something, folks? Cole Irvin, the guy who gets the short stick after all that activity in the trade deadline, gets DFA'd, and now, given a choice, We want him. We want him. Oh, Janet says Povich. All right. There we go. We got some we've got some debate then. We've got some debate. I honestly, I don't know. I think, gosh. The thing is, folks, we need a long man. We do. And Cade Povich doesn't make sense in the bullpen at this stage of his young career. I think you got to just keep with Povich, at least for one more start, and put Irvin in as the long man. Because at least Irvin has some familiarity with it, and we need a guy like that. Say, for instance, Povich goes out, like tonight, and after a few innings before it gets out of hand, we're like, well, he doesn't have it tonight. Well, then you go to Cole Irvin in that spot. But to do it the other way around, I don't think that's going to help Povich. So that would be my call. And that's just when Eflin returns. Hopefully Grayson will come back, and then, we'll just strengthen the rotation even more. Figure that out. All right, folks. I'm sort of spacing out right now. I might have to take a painkiller. I've been avoiding it all morning because I didn't want to wind up getting goofy on the air. But we're about halfway through the ball game. Maybe by the time it kicks in, we'll be all right. Bert Schmidt is on the mound. Tommy Edman is at the plate. Runners at first and second, one out. 3 runs are already in. First pitch is high for ball 1 from Bert Schmidt. Yes, indeed, Dale, that is true. There's a called strike. We'll also find out on the first who the extra position player and pitcher will be to add to this team. Would be a shot for Kobe Mayo to join the team on offense. This ball's lined in the right field, but right at Santander, who makes the catch. 2 down. Runner at second, Betts, will move up to third. So first and third with 2 down. And then as far as pitchers go, well, we'll see how they time it. I mean, if Eflin comes back, I guess you could keep everybody and just move Irvin into that long man role, and that's your extra pitcher. Miguel Rojas at the plate here with 2 down, runners at the corners. 4-0 Dodgers, bottom of the 4th. First pitch to him is a cutter for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 on Miguel Rojas. Me? Are you asking me, Colin? I don't have a son. Not that I know of. Hell, I could have dozens. I just don't know. I didn't carry any into term, you know. You never know. Sometimes you never hear from people again, and you wonder, do I have a son out there somewhere? 0-2 the count on Miguel Rojas. And the pitch. Come on, Birch. Here it comes. Upstairs. And we've got a runner caught between first and second. And checking the runner at third base. The Orioles drop the ball on the tag. Ryan O'Hearn just drops the ball. This inning should be over. The Orioles catch Teoscar Hernandez off between second and third. Gunnar Henderson with the ball, wisely staring down Betts at third the whole way while chasing Hernandez back to first. The throw comes in. O'Hearn has got it, and he just drops it while trying to apply the tag all in one move. So everybody's safe. First and third, 2 down. The 1-2 pitch is up and in, 2-2. Oh, is that true, Slam Free? I've heard a lot about Lou. He has quite the reputation. Sassale, right? Sassale? I'm sure that's how it's pronounced. This one's hit in the right field, and it's going to drop in for a hit. Another run scores. We are getting, and now we've got another runner caught up between first and second. Let's see if they try to get another run home. Now we throw home, and that is an out. Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers just playing Little League base running out there right now. Just trying to get us into some mistakes. The inning is over, but the damage is done. The Dodgers have scored 5 runs now and 11 hits through the first 4 innings. 4 of them coming in this inning. All of them charged to Cade Povich. We go to the 5th inning, 4-0 LA. 5-0 LA. Christ. 5-0 LA. That's quite the emoji game you got there, Slam Free. I got to make my twin nephews. You got to make them? You mean name them? If you made your nephews, that is a very interesting story. I would hope they're not mad, Erica. What's wrong with names like Brady and Kevin? Although I can see some issues with the name Brady, especially if you hate the Patriots. And then you got that whole Brady Bunch thing. Boy, folks. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I mean, one hit. That's all right, folks. It's all right. We're going to be fine. It's all about this next week and taking care of business. We take care of business this next week. We're going to win 4 or 5 games out of the next 6. First pitch to Eloy Jimenez hits him. Excuse me. Obviously not intentional. This ball just gets away. Gets Jimenez right on the side. A little bit of the elbow, a little bit of the abdomen all at once. As he tucked his elbow in, taking that pitch. So we got a base runner. That's something. 1 on, nobody out. Top of the 5th. I mean, we got a long way to go, folks. It doesn't look good right now, but we got some time on our side. Yes, it is. Time is on our side. Here's Sed Mullins. He takes a called strike.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Mullins walked and stole a base his first time up. Yeah, I use the term runner loosely there, the man. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt, and Mullins is in the hole 0-2. Oh, Bruce. Come on now. Hey, Bruce. Bruce. Bruce.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure! We've come too far! There's too much to lose! We've got to keep our composure!
Bruce, man. Eat it, take an edible or light up a J, buddy. Come on now. Hang in there. 1-2 pitch is a curveball below the zone. 2-2. Yeah, I know it's frustrating, folks. It is. Every time I look at a pitching matchup and I see that we're getting a pitcher with bad numbers, I'm like, all right, here's a chance for the offense to get healthy. And how many times this season have we gone up against a pitcher with bad numbers and they wind up throwing their best damn outing of the season against us? It's tough. Apparently, we can only play against aces. Give us Garrett Cole. We can handle Garrett Cole. Two balls, two strikes on Mullins. Runner at first, nobody out. This one's hit on the ground, and this will be a double play ball. Oh, no, it won't. There was a little bit of confusion there between the middle infielders. And Mullins, of course, can get down the line pretty well. It will go down as a fielder's choice. One out in the inning for Ramon Oriole.
I have a brother. I have a brother.
I know you do, buddy. Do you have a hit? First pitch. Check swing, and that pitch is high for ball one. The 1-0 to Ramon is lifted foul off to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mr. Furley from Three's Company. You think Don Knotts has what it takes to get Eloy in shape? All right, I'll reach out to Don Knotts. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a called strike, and that's the worst call we've gotten tonight. That was a couple inches outside. Oh, we can't afford to get bad strike calls on us now. That's the last thing we need. 1-2 the count. Pitch. Inside, 2-2. 74 pitches now for Bobby Miller, which sounds like a character name from a bad 60s sitcom. I don't want you hanging around with that Miller boy. This pitch is low. Full count. Full count. Mullins is at first base. We're down 5, but with a full count here, I think I'd send him. Let's see if he goes. Payoff pitch. Not sure if he did, but it's inside for ball 4. Gavin Lux was already standing at second, so it looks like Mullins did, in fact, take off on the pitch. But it is a moot point as Oriole draws a 1-out walk to put 2 runners on. Jackson Holiday coming up.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
All right, Jackson, for the love of all that's holy, give me a good at bat. We need it. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch. He shows bunt, and he misses it. The 0-1 pitch is hit on the line. Caught at first by Kike Hernandez, and they'll tag the runner going to second, Arias. And this inning is over, isn't it? It's just over. Jackson hits it hard. Oh, it's a 1-hopper. Never mind. I thought he caught that in the air. So they try to turn 2. So the inning is still alive? First and third, 2 down. All right, well, that's better than what I thought happened. I thought it was caught on a line, and then they got the runner at second. So it's first and third, 2 down on a fielder's choice. Colton Cowser's up. And he takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. I mean, come on now. Even I'm giving you an extra out, fellas. I thought this inning was over. First and third, 2 down. Cowser at the plate. 80th pitch of the evening coming up here from Miller. Here it comes. Up and away, ball 2. Up and away. There is a lefty getting loose. Anthony Banda for the Dodgers. Two on, 2 out. 2-0 count on Cowser. The pitch is taken low. Ball 3. 3-0. Rutschman on deck. Cowser walked his last time up. Mullins is at third. Holiday's at first, so plenty of speed out there. And more speed at the plate. The 3-0 taken all the way for a strike. And Miller did not throw it right down the gut. That was at the bottom of the zone, 97 miles an hour. 3-1 the count now. We need something. The pitch. Swung on. Hit in the air. Center field. Going back on it. Still going back. Looking up. This ball is gone. Bye, Birdie! The milkman has delivered his 20th home run of the season. The Orioles are back in the ballgame. Colton Cowser with some 2-out magic. A 3-run bomb. It's now Dodgers 5, Orioles 3. Get some. Flash it up, everybody. First pitch to Rutschman's a called strike.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Next pitch is a bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's still the 5th inning. So Miller is trying to get one more out to qualify for the win as Rutschman pops it up. Shallow center. Going to be caught out there for the 3rd out. But the Orioles finally get something. A huge hit to get them back into the ball game, despite the fact that we've been out hit on the day so far 11-2, and we've had an extra inning to play with. Out hit 11-2. Yet we trail only by a bloop and a blast, folks. Still in the ball game somehow. 5-3 Dodgers. This game's only half over. Good grief. All right, a little bit of life. A little bit of life.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bye, Birdie.
How about Cowser, folks? A 20 home run season. Trying to get that Rookie of the Year. A big 3-run bomb. That's going to help all the numbers. That's going to help all the numbers. Hey there, Land Shark. Welcome aboard. How you doing?
This is great iced tea.
Oh boy, is this great!
That's right.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
Hey, folks. Since the game's half over, do you mind if I talk about hitting that like button tonight? It's the first time I've mentioned it all night long, folks. I've already been on the air, for an hour and 50 minutes? Nearly 2 hours of broadcasting. And for the first time, I'm going to say, hey, folks, if you don't mind right now, breaking the action, We're going to try to get these likes up to 100 as we do on a normal night, even though we're out west and it's late and I don't expect as big of a crowd as usual. But if you're here right now, please, if you don't mind, take a moment to hit that thumbs up at the bottom of whatever device you're watching this on, and you're helping out the channel with that small, quick gesture. Here we go. Kike Hernandez at the plate. And Bert Schmidt, whoa, look out. That was a breaking ball that went over Hernandez's head. So both teams with a wild pitch that nearly either hit a batter or nearly hit a batter to first pitch of the inning. In the top half of the fifth, Eloy Jimenez got plunked on the first pitch. And first pitch here in the bottom half, Hernandez, only an 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball, but had he not moved, that would have hit him right in the face. This ball's hit on the ground to short. Gunner's got it over to first, one away. One away here in the bottom of the fifth. Dodgers 5, Orioles 3. 3 runs on just 2 hits. Hey, I'm a big Primus fan too there, Animan. My name is Mud. Not to be confused with Billy Jack Peter Dennis. My name is Mud. It's always been. There's a called strike at the bottom of the zone to Chris Taylor, who's already got a pair of hits tonight and an RBI. This was supposed to be the automatic out in the lineup, and he has gotten on twice. This pitch is in the dirt. Bert Smith has a 1-1 count on Chris Taylor. Bases empty, 1 away, bottom of the fifth. That's right. One of their later hits. This ball's popped up. Shallow center, actually right behind second base. Holiday is going to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Jerry was a race car driver, 22 years old. Here's Gavin Lux. He looks at a curveball, called a strike. That looked a couple inches outside, but Bert Smith gets the call. 2 down, nobody on. Jeremiah's a Built to Spill fan, so am I. Great live band. Some great albums as well. 1-1 pitch to Gavin Lux is hit on the ground. Second base side, a diving attempt by Holiday, but he can't get to it. It rolls on through to right field for a 2-out single for Gavin Lux. That's the 12th hit already for the Dodgers. Two down, runner at first, and that'll bring up Austin Hedges. Adley Rutschman out to have a chat with Bert Smith. So that means Shohei Ohtani is on deck. This is a big out, and Hedges has already got a big hit tonight. Back in the fourth. I call him, it's Austin Barnes, not Austin Hedges. I'm an idiot. I knew something was wrong. How did nobody call me out? There is another catcher, veteran out there for somebody else named Austin Hedges. And I've been calling Austin Barnes Austin Hedges all night long. It's Austin Barnes, folks. First name Austin, last name ends in ES. Both are veteran sort of backup catchers. This one's popped up on the infield. Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop, will make the catch, and the inning is over. Bert Smith with a scoreless inning of the fifth after the Orioles get back to within 2 in the ball game. So we head to the 6th inning now, down 2. And here we go. Gunnar, Tony, and O'Hearn coming up. Folks, we're hanging out late night. That's right, we're hanging out with the family, having ourselves a party. Yeah, we're just hanging out. I couldn't even tell you where Austin Hedges is playing because I thought it was Hedges on the Dodgers. So I don't know. I think he's still in the league. Hey, you know what my favorite Built to Spill song is? Whoever's a Built to Spill fan. Off the album, which album is it? Anyway, the track is called You Were Wrong. And it's a brilliant use of, it's almost like a cover song, but it's more of an homage to some of the great lyrics written in rock history over the years. It's a great song. It hits a bunch of lyrics that you're familiar with, all wrapped into a nice jammin' tune. Literally no one is a Built to Spill fan. Soren, what kind of comment is that even? I'm sitting here telling you I like them, so obviously you're insulting me with that comment. And secondly, there's zero support of that claim. They are a very successful band that never sat there and tried to be a household name commercial band. That band is out of Idaho, and they've been doing it their own way for 20 plus years. You're just baiting me. Oh, God. Why would you want to do that in the middle of this late-ass ball game? Here we go. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch is grounded foul off to the right. We've got a new pitcher in here. Anthony Banda, the lefty. Austin Hedges is on the Guardians. Okay. So he's still around. Next pitch to Gunnar. Hit on the ground and backhanded at second base. Lux will get it to first in time. One down. Damn. That looked like a standard Gunnar base hit into that hole just to the right of the second base bag. That's usually open, but Lux was in the right spot. And Gunnar is out. Tony's up next, folks.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
First pitch is a called strike, bottom of the zone. Yeah, the Shins, they had like one impactful record, but that was kind of it. I know they got more music out there, but they kind of broke through with that one hit, and it's sort of due to that movie Garden State that propped the band up, featuring that song very heavily in the movie. This pitch is swung on a miss by Santander, a ball and 2 strikes. Yes, Soren, that's what I'm referring to. Zach Braff, Garden State soundtrack. Sometimes a band gets a break like that. Here is Anthony Santander with a 1-2 count. Bases empty, 1 out. The pitch is a check swing. Tony says, hey, I didn't go. He points at the ump, and the ump agrees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 is hit on the ground and through on the right side, a base hit. Tony's second hit of the night. He's got 2 of the 3 Oriole hits, both singles. And he goes to the opposite side here, just past the outstretched glove of Kike Hernandez. Tony turns on the faucet. 1 out, runner at first. The tying run at the plate in the form of Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
First pitch to him is a called strike. Lefty on lefty here with Ryan Mountcastle on the shelf right now. O'Hearn's going to see his share of left-handed pitching. The 0-1 pitch is hit on the ground, and the shortstop will field it and race to the second base bag just in time to get the force from Santander. Tony hung around there for a sec to make sure everything was square. But at the end of the day, it's just going to go down here as a fielder's choice. O'Hearn will replace Santander at first base. Tony is forced off the bases. So it's going to take a big 2-out hit here to keep things going. Eloy Jimenez should be up next. This is the matchup you might want. A lefty on the righty. Come on, Eloy. Oh, God, that low and away pitch. It wasn't even a breaking ball, but it was low and away, and Jimenez swings and misses for strike one. Come on, Banda. Throw a mistake over the middle. We need a mistake. The 0-1 pitch. Low. Laid off this time. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-3 Dodgers in the top of the 6th. The Orioles were down 5-0 and only had 1 hit until last inning. They got their second hit, a 3-run homer, to get back into the ballgame. They've got their third hit in this inning from Santander. He's still on first base with 2 down, and now a 2-1 count on Eloy Jimenez. And the pitch, that is hit on the ground, foul off to the left. Eloy has really got that front foot wide open and sort of turns his foot back inward. Very awkward starting stance. But everybody's got the heel of his front foot is off the ground. He's just tapping it, turning it inward. The pitch, check swing foul. Even Eloy, when he checks swings, it looks lazy. I'm sorry. Like, it looked like he barely moved the bat. I don't know how he even made contact, but he's an interesting fella. Two pitch, swung on and missed on a slider, it looked like, in on the hands, under the hands. Inside, strike 3, inning over. The Orioles get a runner on. They had the right part of the order up to do something, but they couldn't get it done here in the 6th. Still plenty of time, folks. Like, Lourdes, what are you doing, pal? Come on now. We got back to within 2. We've got 3 innings left at the plate, which means everybody hits. At least one more time. Everybody hits at least one time. So hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody hits. Come on, folks. When the game is long and the night is way past sleep. When you're sure you're ready to go to bed, just hang in and hold on. Don't let yourself snooze, 'cause we could come back. Everybody hits. Don't go to bed. Oh, don't you dare. Don't go to bed. Because we're going to get some magic from said. That's right. Yup. We're coming back. All right, Gregory Soto on the mound. Bullpen. Ohtani at the plate. First pitch is outside for ball one. No. You're not alone. Oh, no, it's the 2-hour mark. And Janet reminded me like a half an hour ago. In the middle of a Shohei Ohtani at bat. That would happen. Oh, perfect timing, BW. Just miss Shohei at the plate. All right, here we go. He's got a 2-1 count. Leading off the bottom of the sixth. This pitch has the plate, but it's a little bit low, 3-1. Hey, Cantankerous, how you doing, buddy? We got a lot of BirdWatcher binoculars in the crowd right now.
Nice binoculars.
This one is hit in the air, high into the air, right center field. Mullins has all day to camp under it, and he makes the catch. My goodness. I know, Janet. It's just like anything else. People can remind me about everything, but if the reminder isn't timed perfectly, which you can't help, then I wind up just forgetting again. Here's Mookie Betts, 2 for 3, a pair of singles, an RBI, a run scored. 3.02 average right now, 1 out, nobody on. He takes a fastball that's called a strike from Soto. That pitch looked high. Perhaps Soto can. I think Soto's best used whenever we're behind. If we're behind, I feel okay with him out there. There's a called strike, top of the zone. When we're ahead, I don't care if we're up by 6. I don't want him out there. That's how I'm feeling these days. 0-2 pitch. Popped foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. Gregory Soto. He and Trevor Rogers, the 2 acquisitions at the trade deadline that's got me scratching my head. And he's got a swing and a miss here. He strikes out. Mookie Betts. That's not an easy thing to do.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Couple of outs for Soto, including a strikeout of Mookie Betts. He's gotten out Shohei and Mookie. Now he's got Teoscar Hernandez, and he takes up and away for ball one. I mean, folks, I'll give Soto a tip of the cap if he can go 1-2-3 against the top of this Dodger order. That is not an easy thing to do. It's a called strike. The umpire is helping. That was a couple inches outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big nights from Norby and Stowers just to rub it in a little bit more. There's a swing and a miss. Especially Norby, folks. The Norby, losing Norby after we then lost Westberg. We could have had Norby up here. Jackson doesn't have to play every game. He doesn't have to hit against lefties. This pitch is popped up and out of play to the right. Instead, we got like Livan Soto, who has seen, what, 1 inning since he's been here? 1-2 the count. Oh, I got to get up. The back is hurting again. The pitch is low and in, 2-2. Man, this I gotta give me the hard stuff. Give me the hard stuff. Let's go. This by the time this kicks in, the game should probably be over. Good Lord. This ball's popped up on the infield behind home plate. Rutschman with the mask off makes the catch, and the inning is over. Gregory Soto. How about this, folks? Gregory Soto. Nice job. That's all you have to do. All you got to do is just do something to help the team. And I'm starting to... I still feel the same way. If he's effective as a low-leverage guy when we're losing in a ball game or whatever, and he can eat innings and be effective, then great. That's who we use in those spots. I still don't want him in there, even if he's pitching like he is right now, with a 2-run, 3-run lead in the 7th, 8th, or 8th inning. I don't want it yet. I think he's a guy that can't handle the pressure. That's just my opinion. It's only based on having him over here for a month. So take my opinion with a grain of salt. It means nothing. All right. How we doing, Charm City chat? We got 3 more innings to go. 9 outs to play with. A bloop and a blast gets us right back in the ball game, and we can blast them. Scooby Snack. Yeah. Like, what a good idea. Like, I totally got a huge doobie, and I've barely smoked it. Like, that's really good. Yeah. Contact buzz. All right, folks. We got a new pitcher out here for the Dodgers. Right-hander Daniel Hudson, who's been around the block. 53 appearances on the season, 2.61 ERA. Opponents hitting just $191 off of him. Said Mullins to lead it off.
Well said, now you know what to do.
First pitch swinging, pops it up. Second baseman on the outfield grass makes the catch, 1 down. That's not going to do it. 8 outs to play with. That is not a good leadoff at bat late in a ball game down. Going after the first pitch and popping it up barely into the outfield. Here's Ramon Arias.
I have a brother.
First pitch is lifted into right field. Off the bat, pretty good. Going back at the wall, and the catch is made by Mookie Betts. Damn it, Mookie. Big smile on his face. Ramon Arias going opposite field. Mookie with a very nice route to this ball. He never looked too overexcited or worried. He just kept the same pace all the way to the track, right near the wall, makes the catch. Makes it look easy, to be honest. 2 down for Jackson Holliday. And the first pitch to him is a called strike at the top of the zone. I mean, Mookie made that look easy. For a lot of other outfielders, corner outfielders especially, that is not easy. This pitch is off the plate, 1-1 the count. 2 down, nobody on in the top of the 7th. Holliday is 0 for 2, but he did reach on a fielder's choice and scored one of the 3 Oriole runs. He takes low here, 2-1 the count. 5-3 Dodgers, top of the 7th. The Dodgers scored the first 5. The Orioles scored the last 3. And this is the rubber game of a 3-game series. This one's hit on the ground and through the hole at second base. Jackson Holliday has got his 3rd hit of the past, 9 or 10 games. Get on base, buddy. And folks, Cowser's coming up, and I want to see Holiday run again. I don't care. I don't care. I'm down. Cowser hit that 3-run bomb his last time up. Get them cows up. That pitch is up and away by a whole lot. Want to know the count. Pitch. Called a strike. That was off the plate outside.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
1 ball, 1 strike on Cowser. He is the tying run at the plate. Last time up, a 3-run bomb. The pitch. Low. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on the milkman. The pitch. Outside, 3-1. Come on, Baltimore. Let's go. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chased ball 4. A pitch way low. It started middle and just went straight down. Full count now. With 2 down, the runner at first will be off. Holiday. So a ball hit into the gap will certainly get 1 run on the board. Payoff pitch in the dirt, and Cowser lays off. Uh-oh. There we go. First and second, the tying runs are on base. Adley Rutschman coming up, and again, we're just waiting for Adley to have that moment, that spark, to get him back. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Of all the moments to finally do it, Adley, please.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
We all are rooting for you, buddy. First pitch, taken for a strike. 94, middle of the plate, just a bit below the very middle of the plate. Very hittable pitch. Yes, the righty Hudson against Rutschman batting left-handed. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. Hudson has thrown a lot of pitches well off the plate since coming on. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He chased one that dipped below the zone again. Two strikes on Adley. 2 down. The tying runs are on base. Hudson gets the sign. 1-2 pitch coming to Adley. Here it is. Up and away, ball 2. Hang in there, folks. Orioles magic. We need a dose. Can Adley wave his wand? The pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. Come on, Charm City chat. Both runners will be off with the next pitch. Full count, 2 down. So the tying run could come in and score on a pitch in the gap. A hit in the gap. Here we go, folks. The payoff. Low. Ball 4.
I'm walking here.
Ladies and gentlemen, bases loaded for Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar needs to get into this game as well. He's been struggling more recently. And Dave Roberts is going to remove Hudson in a very predictable move here. But it's not going to be a lefty. That's the surprise. The Dodgers, unless the glove is on the wrong hand. Maybe he just had the glove on the other hand. Okay, I take it back. We'll see who's coming in. Could be a lefty. I might have gotten faked out there. Either way, we got a call to the bullpen, and we got a hell of a situation coming up right here. Bases loaded, 2 down. Just a base hit can tie the game. But, of course, with a guy like Gunnar, he's as prone to an extra base hit as he is a regular hit, which means we could take a lead if Gunnar can come through here. Oh, yeah. Thank you, the man. Right there. Right there. Right where the love handle meets the top of the butt. That's all messed up. These love handles have they've served me well now for decades. I've got some of the best love handles in the business. All right. I think I'm going to have a regular lucky. I think it's only the second one in the game, so I don't feel like a fiend or anything, but it is a righty. Blake Trinan, another veteran. Okay. 2.70 ERA. Opponent's hitting .228. Gunnar coming up.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
All right, folks. 0 for 3 tonight. Here we go. First pitch to Gunnar is high, ball 1. Just a bit above the zone. Gunnar lays off. Tony's on deck. You could see the crowd looking nervous. They're as stiff as a stone right now. That pitch is not a strike, and though it looked pretty good on the top of the outside corner, it's 2-0, folks. The 2-0 pitch, and I just saw the corner of my eye that it's a called strike on the screen. Folks, we're going old school. We're going to the sub-screen. It's brought us magic before. Will it do it again? Let's hope so, because I've gotten like 1 sub tonight. The 2-1 pitch to Gunnar. Taken for a called strike. Knee high on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gunnar's gotten a good look at Blake here. 4 pitches. And he asks for time. The bags are juiced. We're down 2 down in the inning. A 2-2 count on Gunnar. Here it comes. It's fouled away on a pitch off the plate outside. Gunnar stays alive. Two and 2 the count. The next pitch. Hit on the ground, foul off to the right, a breaking ball. Gunnar does well to hang in there and get a piece of this. This ball was moving. Come on, folks, hang in there. Gunnar got a piece of that. That's a good sign. The 2-2 pitch. The swing and a miss. Bases left loaded, inning over. Gunnar strikes out.
Big buck, stop it all.
Baseball, folks. It can bruise your heart, can't it? Owie. Owie. That hurt. Ow. That's how you knew somebody wasn't really hurt. Remember when you were a kid? Like, if you're really hurt, you're like, ow. That's when you know something hurts. Ow. But then, you know, a kid would be like, ow. Like, no, you're not that hurt. Come on. You're just... This is an awful performance here. So that's how you figure out how injured somebody really is. How long does that owl last? The longer the owl, the less problem there is. Just a little life hack from your boy BW. Ow! Fudge! Oh, God. That did not work. That was ill-advised. Oh, what impression? I don't even know what impression I was doing. Yeah, that was a real one. That was a real one. Bones are cracking now. I'm a mess. I'm a frickin' mess, but I'm still here. Smoking Luckies, taking painkillers, calling a ball game. Folks, I hope I'm not being a role model for anybody out there. Maybe a role model in terms of like, don't ever stop, don't ever give up. Be there for every game, no matter what. Matt Bowman on the mound here for the Orioles. He's got Tommy Edman, Miguel Rojas, and Kike Hernandez due up. Edman looks at ball one outside. Oh, Louis Anderson. Yeah. Yeah, Louis Anderson. Everything was like this with Louis. Ow. Did I mention I'm a large person in any of my jokes? Have I done that yet? 2-0 pitch. Popped up. And out of play, 2-1. By the way, I'm probably the worst host of Family Feud in that show's history, and there's been a lot of hosts, people. I was worse than Ray Combs or even the tool guy from Home Improvement. That guy was better. But I was in Coming to America for like 2 minutes, so I got that going for me, which is nice. I think my impression is getting worse with time. 3-1 the count on Tommy Edman, and the pitch is a called strike. Nice curve there. Or is that a splitter? What is that? Something's moving up and down. That is the splitter. My goodness, it's a curveball, folks. May as well be. Just doesn't have as much of a hump on it. This one's hit to left. And Kowser's right there to make the catch. One away here in the bottom of the seventh. Yeah, you know what? I think it's a tie. For worst Family Feud host, it's got to come down between Al from Home Improvement and Louis Anderson. I can't pick. They were both pretty damn bad. Swing and a miss. Actually, you know who else hosted, I think, for a little while? Who was that guy? I think his name is like Michael O'Hurley or something. He used to be one of those bit characters on Seinfeld. He was like Elaine's boss. Gray-haired guy who was always talking all pseudo-intellectual and trying to sound like Frasier all the time or whatever. Anyway, whoever that dude is, I think he hosted Family Feud for a minute. 0-2 the count. Didn't he? Didn't he host Family Feud for a minute? Can't even remember the dude's name. Oh something. Here's a line drive into left field, and that ball's going to get down and go up against the wall for extra bases. Miguel Rojas has a one-out double here in the bottom of the 7th. And there's that little dance they like to do. I tell you what. Everybody apparently has got their rally little signature move. I think ours... I don't know. I don't know everybody's move, so I can't rank them. But I know this much. Ours is not as cringy as a lot of these other ones. Yeah, Elaine's boss, Peterman. Yeah, Peterman. That's it. But what's his real name? It's like Michael O. something. Runner at second base, one out, and this is a first pitch strike to Kike Hernandez. 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. 5-3 Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th. Matt Bowman out here in relief. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased looked like a sweeping slider across the plate. And the count is 0-2. I thought casting Richard Dawson in the Running Man was a very... Oh, Michael O'Hurley. That's it. Or John O'Hurley. That's it. Yeah, John O'Hurley. Called strike 3. Matt Bowman gets Kike looking.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Derek says he hates that effing dance. Boy, I wish I could catch everybody's comment, but it's just impossible. All right. 2 down here for... Oh, that ball's crushed down the left field corner. If it's fair, it's gone. And that ball is foul. Wow. Chris Taylor, who's already got a couple of hits tonight, again, has had a miserable season. 161 average coming into tonight. That's sub Jackson Holiday. And that's with a lot more ABs. 2 hits already, and he just barely came short of a home run right there. I mean, he did come short, but I mean, that almost got out of here. Here's a check swing, no swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, runner at second. Or excuse me, 2 out, runner at second. I think I'm coming down to fumes right now. This pitch is high, 2-1. Yeah, folks, sometimes I'll give you a few jump scares. But yeah, I was just saying, casting Richard Dawson in The Running Man was just a stroke of genius. Like, just to think about doing it and give him a chance to give him a role like that in a big Hollywood movie at the time. It's not like Richard Dawson was regularly appearing in movies and large roles. And he was great. He was a great little bastard. 3-1 the count on Chris Taylor. The pitch. That is hit softly foul behind the plate. The count has gone full. Sub-zero. Now, just plain zero. Where's Buzzsaw? He had to split. Runner at second, 2 down. Full count on Chris Taylor. Stay up, JJ. There's more action to come. Payoff pitch is swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. Sorry, folks. I got to do the stanky leg dance to get some feeling down my right leg. Here is a chopper foul at the plate, and we're going to do it again. 2 down, full count. Runner at second. 5-3 Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th. Ooh. Ah. Whoo. Ha. Now I know why they play that music in Scarface. They're not singing. They're having back pain. Another payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. First base was open. Now it's not. First and second, 2 down. That'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Gavin Lux. I was hoping we were getting Austin Barnes to the plate. Instead, it's the lefty Lux, who's only hitting low in the order because there was a lefty starter out there last night against a righty. Lux was batting 3rd in this order. So he is a dangerous bat in this spot. You don't want to put him on and load the bases, but then you got the number 9 catcher, right-hander, up next. But then you have to get him because then Ohtani's after that. One way or another, it's still going to be Matt Bowman out there on the mound to face Gavin Lux. Doesn't look like we've got a lefty to go to. Feels like we should. Hasn't Bowman faced at least 3 batters already? Of course he has. He's been out here all inning. The pitch is a called strike on a breaking ball that looked 2 inches off the plate outside. We get the benefit of the call. 0-1 the count. Next offering is swung on and missed. He chased one in the dirt. Lux is 2 for 3 with a single and a double on the night. But he's in the hole here, 0-2, and he asks for time. And my back is frickin' killing me. Oh, it's really hurting right now. Man, oh man, I hope this don't last long, folks. The 0-2 pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down. 23 pitches from Bowman since coming on. The 1-2 to Lux is a breaking ball swung on and missed. Lux strikes out. And this inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Bert Smith and Matt Bowman have come on in relief and have held the Dodgers scoreless, keeping this a 2-run ball game. We've been out hit by 9 hits, 13-4, but we're only down a couple of runs. 2 more innings to go. And I'm going to get up. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's gonna, yeah. I don't know what to do. It's the leg. I need to stretch the leg out here. Yeah, just pull out that right leg. If somebody were here right now, I just want them to pull my leg. Are you pulling my leg? I mean that literally. I'd like you to. I feel like if you did, something would pop back into place for me or something. I don't know. I don't understand. There, something cracked. Something cracked. All right. Hey, look. Any Tarantino fans out there? Any foot fetishists? There you go. Get a load of those. Get a load of those size 14s. Ugh. Ugh. Look at this. My foot is as big as Florence Pugh's head. Oh, that felt good. Just working it out, folks. Just doing a little bit of physio work here. A little bit of light training. You see everything here on the BirdWatcher channel, folks. A little bit of everything. And we're doing a little bit of exercising. Feel free to join in with me. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Oh, all right, here we go. The game's back on. Colton Cowser is at the plate? Who's up there? Anthony Santander. That is not the first time I have mistaken Santander for Cowser. They both have a beard, and I don't see color. 0-1 pitch to Tony is popped up behind the plate. It's 0-2. Oh no! Now my OBS just dropped, folks. My streaming software went down for about 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Streaming software went out for a couple of seconds. This pitch is swung on a miss by Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
The righty Evan Phillips is getting loose for the Dodgers. This one's fouled away behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Blake Trinan still out there pitching for the Dodgers. Oh, 2 pitch is low and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. How did we score, parking lot? 1 swing. It's sort of been our story lately. A big 3-run bomb by Colton Cowser back in the 5th. The 1-2 to O'Hearn is right in there for a called strike 3. 2 straight strikeout looking on pitches that were right in there. Neither of these strikeout-looking pitches, back-to-back by the Orioles, were even on the corner anywhere. They were right in there. 2 down. All right, we got Eloy up the plate. He hits a chopper third base, scooped up and throwing on the run to get the final out is Chris Taylor, who's had a good game both in the field and at the plate. Nothing doing here for the Orioles. They had 6 outs to play with a few minutes ago. Now we're down to 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers 5, Orioles 3. So who does that leave? That's going to be the bottom of the order then in the 9th, which is not great. Mullins, Arias, and Holiday. Pinch hitters on the bench. You got Austin Slater. You got who do we got? Emmanuel Rivera. That's nothing. And then what else? Is Soto up or not? I can't even remember. What do we got? I feel like we should have one decent weapon on the bench, but I can't tell you who it is. It's not James McCann, who's the backup catcher. It's not Rivera. It's not Slater. Who the hell is it? Hey there, Ulysses. My friends in LA saying to me that it's not the Dodgers, it's Los Dodgers. All right, well, when I'm in LA, I'll be sure to call them that. I call them the Trolley Dodgers, which is what they are originally called, right? That's what these Dodgers are all about. Those damn Brooklynites dodging trolleys in and around Brooklyn. Bunch of trolley Dodgers. Nah, that's not a great bench. That is not much of a bench at all. I mean, that can't be our bench in the playoffs, I'll tell you that. Here we go, folks. Showing a bunt and bringing the bat back is Daniels. We got a pinch. Who is this? Barnes. It's Austin Barnes, the number 9 hitter, the catcher Barnes. At the plate, Ohtani and Betts to follow. Barnes with a 2-run double. That is the difference in the ball game right now. This pitch is off the plate. Matt Bowman's still out there. Yeah, Betts has been back. This one is fouled off to the right by Barnes. If only the Dodgers had another player named Noble, we can open up a bookstore here. All right, that's the kind of late night bad joke you should be expecting. This pitch is off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Austin Barnes, in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch is swung on, hit on the ground, and through on the right side, a base hit. Boy, we have let the bottom of this Dodger order do the damage. It's been the Chris Taylor and Austin Barnes show tonight. Not Shohei, not Mookie, although Mookie has helped out tonight. There's no Freddie Freeman. Teoscar hasn't done much. Here's Shohei at the plate now, 0 for 4 tonight. You can't keep him down long. And the first pitch to him is up and away for ball 1, so this is trouble. We want one more chance to come back in the 9th. Down 2 runs, it feels like it's possible. But now we've got these tough hitters coming up with a runner already on and nobody out. This pitch had the plate, but just a touch low apparently, and the count is 2-0. Man, if Bowman ain't going to get that call, you may as well just pitch around him. Two 2-0 the count, and this one's hit in the air, left field. Going back is Cowser. He's got room on the track, and he makes the catch. Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 5. Who is this $500 million man?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done. Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
$500 million for this? I can go 0 for 5. All right, Mookie Betts, 2 for 4 tonight. I know. Whatever. 1 out here in the 8th. First pitch. In there for a strike. Runner at first, 1 down. Do I, Derek? Do I? Let's look at the sub-screen and see if there's any evidence of that. Check on the runner. Huh. Why, that number hasn't moved in hours. Well, I'd like to believe you, Derek, but stats don't lie. And right now, other than that one night where we pushed to get to 2,000, we are flatlining, folks. Somebody get a defibrillator. This one's off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the full truth is, if I don't keep a certain pace, I'm going to be in trouble to keep this channel going. This pitch is off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. We might as well just stick out right here and watch this number. The number has a better chance to go down than it does going up, just so you know. Because most of the time, I put this number up, it goes down. 2-1 pitch is high, and there's a throw down to second. And are you telling me Austin Barnes is stealing bases on us? Good Lord, we can't get anybody out on the bags. Austin Barnes steals a base. Throw was on a line, but it was on a bounce from Rutschman. That takes the conventional double play off the books with 1 out, the runner now at second base. Betts at the plate with a 2-2 count. And the pitch is low and away. The count has gone full. Not too good, Samuel. I don't know off the top of my head, but not like last year. This pitch is off the plate outside for ball 4. So the Dodgers now have 2 men on with 1 out. And Teoscar Hernandez coming up. %. Yeah, Dale. He doesn't seem to have any arm strength, man. It's always on a bounce. And if it isn't on a bounce, it's sailing over somebody's head in the center field. This pitch is low and away to Teoscar Hernandez. 1 ball, no strikes. We need a double play ball right here. That would help. First and second, 1 out. The 1-0 from Bowman is well off the plate again, 2-0. And Bowman gave us a nice inning in the 7th. He's got 1 out here. How much more are we going to expect from him? He's on 40 pitches. This game is still close. I want our best arms out there. I think we need to get somebody coming in here. That's ball 3. 3-0 now. Keegan Aiken is up in the pen. So there you go. He'll likely come on probably the next batter regardless of the outcome here. 3-0 pitch is out low and outside, ball 4. So there you go. We left Bowman out there for too long. And now we have the bases loaded. By we, I mean the Dodgers, with only 1 out. Seems like the only easy out tonight has been Shohei Ohtani. Here comes Brandon Hyde. And we're going to go to the pen. All right, Tommy Edman just went back into the dugout for some reason. Maybe he's just going to chill out there while the Orioles make a pitching change. Edmonds due up next. All right, folks, one more look at the old out-of-town scores, okay? Everything else should be final, I would assume. So here's a look. The Yankees did not play today. We had a chance to get back to within a half a game or fall to a game and a half back. Right now, it's looking like the latter. Angels defeated the Tigers 3-0. Brewers shut out the Giants 6-zip. The Rangers squeaked past the White Sox 2-1. Cardinals with a 4-1 win over the Padres. Marlins outslugged the Rockies 12-8. The Mets with a much-needed win to keep their playoff chances alive, 3-2 over the D-backs. Reds squeaked past the A's 10-9. Phillies with a big win in that NL East, 5-4 over the Braves. The Blue Jays shut out the Red Sox. That puts one more nail in their coffin for Boston. The Royals got beat by the Astros, and that's it. There's us. The next game coming on locally for me will be at 11:40 p.m. tonight. So 12:40 p.m. tomorrow, Reds Brewers. If we're talking about us, coming up tomorrow, it'll be 8:40 p.m. again. Or not again. 8:40 p.m. But it will be like this, I think, for the next couple of nights. 8:40 p.m. is the start time Eastern when we take on the Rockies in Colorado. Tomorrow night, I'll be on the air at 8:30 p.m. All right, Keegan Aiken is going to come out to pitch. Tommy Edman, the switch hitter, will turn around and bat from the right-hand side. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the Orioles need something special here from Aiken to keep this game within reach. 1 hit, and this game is probably over. One out in the inning, bases loaded. First pitch from Aiken is swung on and hit in the air to left. This is going to at least score 1 run. Cowser makes the catch in front of the track, and that'll be a sac fly to make it 6-3. Runners at first and second stay put. There's 2 away now, but that 1 extra run makes our chances 10 times harder. Now it's not a bloop and a blast. It's a bloop and a blast and something else in between. Had 1 job. What was the job, JJ? Bases loaded, 1 out. We got a sac fly out of it. I mean, could have been worse. Miguel Rojas is at the plate. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch. Popped up. Should end the inning. O'Hearn, just 1 step onto the outfield grass, makes the catch, and that'll do it. Aiken comes in, gets a couple of quick outs, but a runner scores on a sac fly. That'll be charged to Matt Bowman. We head now to the 9th inning. The Orioles are down 3. 6-3 Los Angeles. In this final game, rubber match of this series. Oh, boy. You want the best record back? Yeah, well, you know. If you want the best record back, then you're going to have to exhume the body of Lou Reed and get the rest of the Velvet Underground together because they made the best record. That's right. Just a little more insight on your boy BW. Who's BW's favorite band all time? Probably Velvet Underground. That's how I roll. I'm a Velvet Underground kind of guy. Hey now. That's actually Lou Reed's solo, but I'll still take it there, JJ. Again, Michael. That's solo Lou Reed. That's post Velvet Underground, but hey, close enough. Do 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 do. Either or, Jeremiah. You talking about the Banana album? I'll take Nico. I can do with Nico. I can do with her. I can do without her. Loaded is my favorite album. If anybody gave a shit. Loaded is my favorite Velvet Underground album. It's just one jam after another. Still holds up today, 60 years later or whatever it is. All right, we got a new pitcher out here for the Dodgers. Evan Phillips, right-hander. He's got 16 saves and 19 opportunities on the season. 3.38 ERA. Opponents hitting .233 off this guy. Occasionally, Michael, but normally not, the sort of top 40 bands or whatever that you might be looking for. So it's going to be Mullins to lead things off, folks.
Folks said now you know what to do.
This pitch is inside for ball 1. Well, we got to start somewhere. Ball 1 it is. Said, you know what to do. You need to get on base. This pitch is inside. 2-0. 2-0. You never know when a new pitcher comes out there whether or not they got it. Take another pitch, said. He does, and it's 3-0. 3-0. God damn it, if we get a leadoff walk, that extra insurance run in the 8th for the Dodgers is really going to hurt. The 3-0 pitch, way inside, and it looks like it hit Mullins. And Ced stares back at Phillips for a second. Surely Phillips didn't want to do that, but Ced is, I think, more upset that Phillips has shown a very minimal amount of command since coming on. Well, we've got one guy on. It kind of sucks on a 3-0 count that he has to get hit by a pitch rather than just take the walk. That's probably what Mullins is mad about. We need one more base runner, folks, or Ramon Arias is up.
I have a brother.
You want it all, but you can't have it. Ramon 0 for 2 with a walk. Keep the line a-moving. We're in the top of the 9th. The Orioles down 3. Runner at first. Nobody out. The pitch is in there. A heater at 96. The 0-1 to Arias. That one is laid off. A pitch that broke off the outside by about half a foot. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson Holliday is on deck. Keep the line moving. The 1-1 is off the plate. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Folks. Keep the line moving. The 2-1 pitch. Popped up foul behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks, we're hoping for a comeback, but look, it could have been a whole lot worse than we know it over this past week. 4 games with the Astros, 3 with the Dodgers. Swing and a miss, and Arias goes down on strikes. 1 away here in the 9th. Folks, going into that Houston series, the way things had been going, knowing that 7 games against Houston and LA combined, if you told me we're going to go 3-4 in that stretch, I think you'd say we'll take it on the chin, especially when you got 6 games coming up against the Rockies and the White Sox. You hope to make up ground there. Jackson Holliday at the plate, and the first pitch is fouled away. Come on, Jackson. One for 3 on the night is Holliday, a single and a run scored. Swing and a miss. He went after a 97 mile an hour pitch that was at the top of the zone, about an inch off the outside corner. Tough pitch for anybody to do something with. And Holliday is in the 0-2 hole. Man, oh man. Come on, Jackson. Pitch. Popped into the air. Center field. But not much on it. It looked good off the bat, but Tommy Edman doesn't have to move far to make the catch. And that is the second out. The Orioles are down to their final chance here, and it's the guy who's provided all the runs tonight, Colton Cowser. 1 swing of the bat, 1 moment of offense tonight. A 3-run homer back in the 5th inning. He can't tie it up. He needs to get on base. The pitch. He takes one in there for a strike. Two down in the top of the 9th. Phillips on to try to save it for the Dodgers. This pitch is a called strike, and that one is high. Come on, Blue.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Said Mullins takes second base, but I don't think they're going to give him a steal. It'll probably be indifference. We're down to the last strike. It's 0-2 on Cowser. Mullins at second, 2 down. The pitch, and that is in there, called strike 3. This ball game is over. The Orioles come out to Los Angeles. They win the first game in gritty fashion, 3-2, but then drop the next 2 against this Dodger ball club, who become the first team in Major League Baseball to reach 80 wins. A lot of teams in the upper 70s, a lot of teams like us in the mix, but it is the Dodgers who have taken over as the top team in the league, 80th win of the season. We get 1 out of 3 here in Los Angeles on a game in which Cole Irvin was a starter. So it's 6 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 3 runs, only 4 hits. Again, Bobby Miller, the Dodgers starter, came into the ballgame with an ERA of about 7.5. And we could just scratch only a couple of hits off of him. Thankfully, one of them made this ballgame, somewhat interesting. Otherwise, this would have been a shutout if it weren't for one swing from Colton Cowser. This offense has got to, and I mean got to. Not because it's been so long. No, we've played some tough teams. I get it if the offense is having their aches and pains playing the likes of the Astros and the Dodgers. But coming up this week, it's the Rockies in the weekend and back home with the White Sox at Camden Yards. Folks, they got to get in tip-top shape. All right? This Orioles team showed me this past week that we can compete with teams like the Astros. We got a split. We can compete with a team like the Dodgers. We took it to a rubber match. And, again, if the offense could just get it going, if Gunnar and Adley can get it going, then I feel like we can compete. But it's these next 2 series against teams that we can't play down to that the Orioles really have to prove to me and everybody else out there in Birdland that they are taking this playoff chase seriously, that we're not going to just back ourselves into the playoffs. We need to go out there and prove that this offense can work. Starting in the best ballpark to do it, the Mile High Ballpark in Denver. Let's take a look at that matchup starting tomorrow night. For the love of God. By the way, folks, again, Zach Eflin, I don't think he's going to be listed officially as a probable starter on any website right now, but the odds are that he's going to return to the rotation as soon as this weekend. So take with a grain of salt what the probable starters look like right now. But for tomorrow night, this is likely what we're going to get. Albert Suarez, right-hander, who's been absolutely amazing for, about 4 or 5 starts in a row, will be going up against the left-handed Austin Gomber. Gomber's been a regular starter. Man, he's given up 26 home runs. 26! Look at that. My goodness. Let's hit some bombs. Folks, if we're a home run dependent offense, fine. Let's just do it. Starting tomorrow, Albert Suarez against Austin Gomber. And again, another lefty out there. Connor Norby traded away. The perfect guy to use. Oh, boy. All right, folks. So now we fall back to 19 games over 500. 77-58. The Rockies are 50-85. But they are 31 and 35 at home. So again, folks, you can't look at this as a cakewalk. You got to go out there and do it. Albert Suarez, I hope you do it tomorrow night. Folks, thanks so much for being here for this late night ball game. I'm sure several people have already checked out. It's hard to blame you. It's after 1 a.m. back there on the East Coast. But folks, I mean, we're going to push 4,000 views on the night. Not bad. Pretty fly for a white guy. Not bad on the view count considering the late night West Coast affair. So folks, again, we're going to take one more look at this sub count, all right? Has it moved at all? No. Twice as many people check it out. Not one can sub. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to point it out. This is baseball, folks. This is a sport about statistics. And this right here is a stat. It's a stat that needs to get better. Come on, folks. Spread the word about the bird. Watcher, that is. All right, I'm the last game on, so that's it for the night. 8:40 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow I'll be on the air at 8:30 p.m. I hope you guys have a good rest of your early Friday morning now, I guess. Whatever it is. And I'll see you for the next one, okay? Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Have a good night, everybody.